don't matter if it's NASCAR, I don't burn on blocks in my backyard. We just living in the best lane. And we're flying higher than an airplane. As long as there's nothing to burn, heads to turn, to trust, to drink all the money we earn, then we'll be living in the best lane. It don't matter if it's NASCAR, I don't burn on blocks in my backyard. Oh, we're just living in the best lane. And we're flying higher than an airplane. Well, if you ain't first, you're last, so don't look back. If you're looking for me, I'm at the checkered flag. Just living in the best lane. Living
Grant Race, and you're watching Under the Lights Racing.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The race starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Under the Lights Racing Network or UTR Live series for the Truck Series at Dover Motor Speedway. We are a little behind schedule. We're getting right into the race here, and I am joined up with Wormy himself. Jason, what is up, my man? How's it going tonight?
It is going good, man. Dover, tough track, very, very fast. My three keys to winning here, three Wormy keys, is, man, you got to go into one. You have to stay off the apron. You will get bad loose and wash up the track. Second key is getting into 3 and 4, staying that low line, and then green. If you have a green flag pit stop, you have to get on pit road. It comes up very fast here, Alex.
Yeah, it does really. Those guys, they have issues getting onto the pit road here, going down in turn 3. We're going to watch it all unfold here very shortly as they're getting lined up. As you can see on the screen, tonight is very different though. They are on a times 3 wear package, so tires, I mean, they tend to wear out pretty bad here at Dover, and now we're on that 3 times wear. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, they will get very slick very quick. Those turns are tight and fast. Tires will definitely be an issue here tonight. You just got to save if you can.
Well, we'll see what can make happen tonight. Front row is taking off for the green flag. We are underway from Dover this evening.
And here they go into turn 1, right in the middle of 2, getting ready to hit the backstretch.
Yeah, Depot actually with a very good launch. Dusty did not get a good launch there. So he falls back to about third or fourth place. They battle 2-3 wide already in the midfield.
I'm watching the 2 car here go door to door. He's snuck in right in front of the 33. Going into
Yeah, Go Dog's right there in the 23 of them watching. He was a strong contender early on. He's wanting to try to make some ground. I know he's towards the later, or about towards the back there, but he is looking to try to make up some ground and in the points though. He's always say he looks good in Dover and looks like he likes the trucks a little bit more. So we'll see how he fares throughout this race. Moving through the field here, we got a couple sub drivers tonight. There is one of them right in front of Dusty. He just took that position away in the 40 truck. That is Edgington. So he is usually behind the wheel of his 38 truck, but he's behind the wheel of that 40 for Trackhouse Racing tonight. And then another one subbing side, if I can find him. He is Mr. HD right there in the very back, started in the back. He's driving 33 truck for Clater, who's out tonight as well.
Yeah, and we have Flash Champ 26 truck pacing the field right now, but the 21 truck is very on his tail going in the corner.
And you know, ooh, we got one slow on the apron. He caught that apron just like we were talking about. That's a deadly corner, and turn 2 is also deadly as well. Speaking of that 21 truck, we were just talking about him last week. He was a threat. He finished third place in the truck series and at Bristol, and he's like,
and there he goes inside.
Yep.
He's taking the peeking inside, and it's too wide.
he wants the lead.
It looks like the 21 takes the lead by a car length.
Man, this looks good. This looks like in real life, 21 car in the lead.
I know it does. It's just like last week.
Very exact replica. The 21 here out in front of the field pacing, and he's trying to make a new name for himself, Jason. I mean, he started off kind of iffy with a lot of drivers. A lot of drivers don't really care for him as much, but here recently he got behind the 21 car, and here in the truck series, and his teammates have really tried to help him out, focusing forward and being the best that he can be. And right now, early on, showing a lot of speed.
Yeah, don't count out the 10 truck here is all over the bumper of the 26.
Yeah,
Giving him all he can handle going in the corner right there.
yeah, Dusty, obviously a weekly threat, trying to make moves after not doing it on the start of the race, falling back off that top side. Top side, not the best groove here, I will say. This is kind of a one groove track.
Exactly, Alex. You have to stay low, and there's a fine line between staying low and hitting the apron.
Yeah, you see people getting loose off of turn 4. Turn 4 is deadly if you ain't careful. If you don't follow that line, then you will end up in the outside wall off of 4, and you're going to pretty much bank it and slap the wall.
It will wash you up the track. You're correct.
So,
Looks like we still have the 21 pace in the field.
yeah, looking on board with SP, he covers our on board tonight, and they might, looks like we are going to be having a pit stop here shortly. We have 35 laps to go in stage number 1, and their fuel is already at 12 laps, and those right sides are already down into the 70s on that 2 truck.
So they are wearing down pretty quick, as we thought they would be.
Exactly, and I expect it, and the problem is these trucks are already somewhat loose. Imagine later on in the run, they're going to get extremely loose with the way this track is. It's concrete, it's not asphalt, so it's going to just puncture those tires.
Exactly. We have, looks like Drake, the 22 truck, was trying to highline there. It didn't work, so he had to scoot down.
Not Drake. I like Drake. He tends to do very well. He's been trying so hard and gets caught up in oh, and we got one around.
Oh, there's a crash.
Big one on the front straightaway.
Piled up on the front stretch. The 97's around.
Oh, and the 22 was involved. He had nowhere to go.
22 was involved. And there is your first caution of the night.
Yep, they're going to race it back to the line here. Leaders come around. That was SP in the 2 truck that went around there, Jason. He just snapped off turn 2 like we were talking about.
That's it. You can get bad loose, and once it snaps, it goes, and there is no correcting it at this track.
Now this does put him into the field window, though. It's going to be about 8 laps till they had to pit anyways. So you'll get a fresh set of 4 tires, sticker tires. fuel her back up and get back after it.
So, what changes do you think they're going to make here?
You know, these guys that probably started off on a looser setup are definitely going to probably tighten it up a little bit. It really favors depending on the driver and the skill here, because I haven't been behind the wheel of a truck in God knows forever. Um, so
Right.
the way these trucks handle is very different. They're very stable. Looks like they're going
They are.
to keep pit road closed to get everybody gathered up. We'll open pit road next time by. But yeah, the trucks are very stable as a whole, anyways. So if you start off on a looser setup, you're
Yeah.
definitely going to be wanting to tighten it up at this point. And
Exactly. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of wedge turning, getting these things a little bit tighter.
yeah, you know, I might even make some tire adjustments. Bring down that left front and get a little bit more turn radius into the corners here as the night prevails, getting that tire because you're already off on low pressures. Bump that pressure up on the rear ends, drop it down on the left fronts, and make that truck turn.
Looks like the 40 truck is actually making a good run tonight. He's in the top 5 there.
Yeah, Edgington coming off of a solid week in Bristol. He did amazingly well. Won the race as well in Xfinity. So looking to shine for Trackhouse here in the 40 truck to come down.
Here
pit
we
road.
go. 21's hitting the strike down here at the pit road. So we'll see what adjustments they make and who gets out first here.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see Dusty maybe jump him. Honestly, I think seems like High Road hasn't been the best on pit road. That team has been a little slow, and I think the 10 truck has definitely had the pace and the speed, even in the pits. He's just somehow magically came out in the lead a lot when it comes down pit road. So, SP making a couple of wedge adjustments, like we talked about. He's also going to be about roughly 8 laps short when they come out of pits, getting that repaired,
Yeah, and I'm
damaged.
Yeah, he probably has a lot of repairs there. I see the 99 truck has also has some front end damage there in that accident. And here comes the 21. Looks like it's going to be the 21. There's the 10, 20, there's 20,
Oh, wow.
21, 26, 10, and 40.
26 jumps to 10 coming off pit road. Nice job by him. So
Get them all racked up and ready to go here in 1 minute.
yeah, so this is the first choose cone of the night. Jason, do they go to the outside or inside? Which one do you want?
Ooh, man. Insides, they're both tough here at the Monster Mile. I would prefer the inside line, but you got to be careful, hitting that apron going into one. But outside, if you get that line going on the inside, you're gonna have to fall back a little bit to get yourself collected to follow back, following back up to the top.
So what do you think
So I guess I would go inside.
what do you think the risks are by starting on the outside at a place like Dover, especially off a turn two? If they try to pinch you to the outside and you're stuck on the outside, I mean
Yeah.
that's a treacherous corner.
Yeah, you can easily pancake that wall. You barely turn left and then turn back right and slap that wall, and then you can fall back very quickly.
Well, shockingly, Dusty's the first one that takes the outside lane. The top two
Does.
stayed on the inside. So on the outside is Dusty, LRS, and Deport, your top three, and even Go Dogs.
Yep. LRS, that's a sneaky truck. That was one of my pick the clicks tonight. Looks like he is in the top 5 right now. He's just motoring himself up, quietly, but he's actually seen the top 5.
Yes, so there is a history stat coming into this race. If LRS is able to win tonight, he will be the all-time win leader in this league. So he is going for an all-time record in this league. We get ready for the restart here, heading off in the Geico restart zone. We're back underway here from Dover.
And here they go. The green is out, and the 21 has the lead and dropping to turn 1.
You see Dusty, honestly, I'm very shocked that Dusty took the outside because he was on the outside. He pancaked.
There's one in the wall.
Yep, there he goes. He pancaked the outside wall, right as we talked about.
Like you were talking about. Yep.
But it was funny because he also took the outside on the start, is where he lined up, and he fell back. So I don't know why he took the outside again, honestly. Oh,
Looks like that caused
I think we got.
looped
They
fall back a little bit.
I thought they had a wreck for a second. I saw them getting loose, trying to get a different angle of it. Looks like they saved it somehow.
And it looks like we have a little of a 3-car breakaway, the 21, 26, and the 40 right now.
Yeah, and the crazy part is those first two are actually teammates. So,
Yeah, so they're sharing information and they know what's going on there.
yes, I think honestly,
look-
Flash he was gonna be in the booth with us tonight, and then he decided to go out there and race the track. But I think he's actually a safe bet of staying behind High Road. He wants to see High Road succeed because he knows his downfalls. He wants him to do well, and he knows that High Road's also chasing a Truck Series championship, whereas Flash is not. So he may be playing a little
Exactly,
bit of
there you go.
defense because that guy behind him. The truck is actually truck championship eligible, so that 40 truck is one you want to watch out for to block.
Yeah, and they're just look like they're trying to play nice down there. Everybody's kind of staying in line there. And here we go. It's the same 3 at front.
At 24 laps to go, everybody's kind of single filed out. Right now you got a couple battles in the mid pack. Dude Chef passing the 33 of HD, and Denny coming in the 97 trying to get around HD. Again, HD was a sub at last minute. There goes Dude Chef around the 3 truck, and now HD past the 3. That is Yeti. Kind of weird. Usually we have 2 Yetis on track. We have Athletic Yeti and then
Yeah, we do.
Yeti, but Athletic is not on track tonight, so he's got the 1 Yeti towards the back of the field.
Yeah, I'm looking at him now, and his truck's kind of clean. Looks like he's kind of stay out of trouble, and he's just trying to pace, maybe log some laps before he tries to find himself trying to get a couple more spots there on the. Looks like he's trying to get around the 33 right now.
Yeah, he's definitely, again, in his rookie season, trying to just log laps, trying to find the pace at some tracks that he hasn't raced at yet this season. So, may not have that much practice on.
Yeah, I'm looking at SP right now after that accident, and it looks like he has caught back up there. Looks like he's in 6th. He's right behind LRS.
Yep, teammates right there. Actually, SP and LRS, not teammates in the Truck Series, but definitely in the Cup Series. But I like how they ran a very similar scheme. He said it was a Spire-inspired truck. So,
looks like it's getting a little hot up here for 2nd and 3rd. 40 and Flash Champ is actually battling with 21 High Road taking probably looks like about 6, 7, 8 car lengths.
High Road taking the high road here and just cruising out of town at this point, which is, again, not normal. We don't see this. So this is actually a very awesome job for High Road. He said he wanted to get to victory lane. He has not yet got his first UTR win. He's still looking, which is unbelievable. He's still looking for that first career win. He said it was going to come.
There goes Dusty. Dusty is in 3rd. But yeah, like you said, High Road, he's doing what he needs to do right now. No mistakes, just keeping it clean out front.
Yeah, and that simple pass is just as simple as you can get in Dover. That is the best way to execute that pass. And Flash is on the outside. You give up the inside, Jason, and they're going to take it over. I mean, just like that. You saw Dusty take it on Flash, and now Dusty's trying to look to Edge to make the move again.
He's right in his tire tracks. He's just trying to find a way around him. He's going low, going high. It looks like he's going low, and looks like he has a nose under him. Let's see how he does here in 1.
Yeah, and you saw the block that actually upset the 40 truck's pace because he went to the inside off the exit of the corner of 4 and made the move and blocked it and then slipped up off the exit because of the attack and defense they played, allowed the 10 of Dusty to get around him.
It looks like that 10 truck is pretty fast tonight. We'll see if he has anything for High Road. Let's see if he can catch him or not. Looks like he's running a pretty good line. Like I said, tight there. Right against the apron. Going out. Now he's coming out of 2, going down the backstretch.
Yeah, the 40 truck last couple laps just hit the outside wall, so he has fallen back behind Flash in that 4th position.
Yes. Let's see if he can gather it up here.
Right now we are currently
The 40.
15 to go, and remember we talked about how these trucks are 8 laps short of fuel.
So, and like I told you before in the beginning, one of my picks to clicks, the keys is getting on pit road on green flag stops because it comes up very fast. And when you have worn tires and you hit that apron and you turn left, that back end can come right around.
It's going to be very tricky to see how they get onto pit road, and even coming off. I mean, you as they click laps, you see how thin that apron is as you're coming off of turn 2 on the bottom. You have to blend up. It's very narrow.
And it looks like it looks like we got Edge is actually pitting now, trying to get 4 fresh Goodyears.
Edge is on pit road. Garage God's on pit road. Haven't talked about him yet tonight. LRS following in pursuit. And somebody else also on pit road. That's Outlaw on pit road.
Outlaw. Yes, he is.
And here comes the leaders.
Looks like we should, make a big dash for pits here. Looks like we got Denny's getting ready. It looks like he stayed on the inside. He slowed up, so he's not pitting just yet.
Now, interesting note here is that pretty much everybody from second place on back came into pit road that time for the most of the front runners, and High Road continues to stay out. Even another lap.
Oh wow, he is in a groove right now, finding his lines and just running a clean race. And he may have wanted to come on pit road, with not a lot of traffic since he's got that big lead. He's got a little bit to play with, but I'm sure we'll see him here very soon.
Yep, coming down pit road this time. He hits.
Yep, and there he is.
Yeah, you definitely. So you see the Mark 3, 2, and 1 little grooves there. But one thing that is unique about Dover is because of how the banking in transition is that you don't want to come down in the middle of the corner or you will spin the truck out like you talked about earlier. You
Correct.
definitely want to come down before you hit the corner of turn 3, like you saw High Road do.
Exactly. This is, I'd say, one of my top 5 tracks there is the most dangerous to get on pit road because it just comes up so quick.
Yeah, and even like we talked about how they come off at pit road. On board with Drake here as he comes off pit road. We're going to watch see how he comes up. Just how tight it is. It gets narrow right there in turn 1 and 2. Big enough for about a truck length. And then you just got to blend up.
High Road is exiting pit road now. Looks like he's on the apron getting ready to hit the back stretch, and we'll see if he made any changes or if he just slapped 4 tires on there and said, buddy, we're good. We'll take a look and see how it fans out.
So right now, Dude Chef is on pit road. He is the race leader as of this moment. SP in 5th. I think some strategy call, honestly, because I don't know how tires are. I haven't seen the tire wears, but High Road definitely came back out ahead of SP, so he'll be the leader. But look at the gap difference. Where High Road came onto pit road and how far back Dusty was. Now Dusty is challenging High Road for the race lead coming off of pit road. So a huge advantage. But the question is, how much pace does High Road have? Because now you have
Exactly.
the 4 fresh tires. Give it a couple laps, his tires are going to kick in.
And the thing is when the 10, he got those tires there, he had a lot of ground to make up there, and he did. With those 4 fresh tires with High Road still out on the olds.
Yeah, he made up a lot of ground, and they're duking it out. High Road going for the blocks right now. SP has made it back up to 3rd place, though.
Oh, that's great after that accident. Looks like he got some things worked out there. His cosmetic damage taken care of, so it looks like he's good to go, and he's making a strong showing here in this first stage. And the 10 is all over the 21 bumper going into 3 and 4, coming out of 4 now. And he wants this stage, and he wants it bad. It is crucial, and that sets him up all for the playoffs. 5 to go, and the 10 ducked under the 21 for a brief second, but the 21 did clear him. And I'm telling you right now, that 10 truck looks awesome there on the low line, hugging that apron, not even touching it. And looks like he's peeking right up under and coming out of 4.
4 to go now, looking strong. It is a fight between these two. SP nowhere to be found.
It's a battle of the top 2 spots here in this first stage of who wants it more.
This is going to get good. I just don't know if Dusty is going to challenge him and just let him stay behind and just kind of let Hyro take it, or if he's going to put up a good challenge. But he is all over once again. Hyro just making a showing.
Yep. And he is just following him in his tire tracks. And a little bump there from the 10 telling me, let's go. I want this stage.
3 to go, coming to 2 to go this time. Dusty getting hungry. He's getting antsy. When do you set the move up, though?
Yep, he did. We might see a little hello tap here when it comes to the last lap. He tries to go on the outside and sweeps down inside, and they touch going into 1.
Yeah, Hyro left the outside open, but he knew that the outside wasn't going to go.
Will he give him one more shot here? Getting ready to come into 3. He takes the turn.
Coming to 1 to go.
He barely.
Oh, he's going to shut the door on him.
Oh, there he goes. And they are nose to tail, and oh, here they go.
Man, all over 1 to go for the stage.
They are loose, Alex. I can tell they are so loose. And there's a bump from the 21 goes down, and 10 says I'm taking it low and I'm driving it in there, and they're door to door.
Oh my God. Hyro forcing him down in the corner, forcing him into a mistake.
And it's the 10. It looks like the 10 is going. Dusty's going to take it.
Nice job, Dusty. Stage winner.
He had a fast truck after changing those 4 tires.
And Flash got around SP for 3rd.
Oh, wow.
What a move. Power move by Dusty. But the fight that Hyro put up, he pinned him down the back straightaway.
And I'm thinking that's all the 21 could do is that he was just looks like he was a little loose, blocking up and down, probably the tire wear, going back and forth. And the 10 just had the faster truck there at the end because I think he had a little bit of a fresher tire and can make those turns when he wanted.
And I like the strategy that Hyro played. I mean, yeah, he pinned him, but he took it so that way he backed off as they entered turn 3 to allow for Dusty to maybe boot scoot boogie up the racetrack, allowing him to take the inside, but it didn't work out. Getting ready for the restart, stage 2, ready to be underway. It's Dusty and Flash.
And here we go. Green, 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 and here they go. Flash, the 10, door to door, and side by side into 1. Who will get it?
LRS and High Road Road 2, and LRS is going to move down the bottom very quickly on the attack. High Road in front of him. You see Deport making an appearance into the top 5. Haven't heard of his name much this season in that 51 truck, but he is here making the appearance.
Flash, he gave up the outside, and he actually stuck it in there, and he's actually riding 3rd right now. He didn't fall too far back there, so that's a pretty good move there for the 26. Had a little room to dip down.
Yep, he'll hit the outside wall towards the back of the field. I saw a couple people play dive bomb to avoid a collision. They single file it out.
And now we got a race for the lead. High Road is all over the 10. Giving it all he can do. He didn't want to turn him right there, but he
gives it
might
up.
Lose a position here.
Little contact made between him and Flash teammates. Flash going to back off. Very smart of him. It's still early. Just let him.
Very early. He let him go.
LRS up to that 4th place. Wanting to break the all-time wins. He wants it.
Solid, steady driver. I told you that you just don't want to count him out. He will hang around and hang around and hang around, and he'll figure it out. And he's always there in the end.
Well, and here's the funny thing is, if it it's way too early, but if it comes down to, like, say, LRS and High Road. LRS is the owner of the team that High Road drives for. So at that point, would you want to go for the all-time wins history-making move? and it mean move your teammate or your driver that's going for a championship out of the way of his first career win and lock himself into the playoffs, just so you can make a record stat, or do you let him go off and get that first career win?
That's a tough call.
I know Luke has been hungry, but he wants
ha-
High Road to win. He wants him to succeed,
He
but
does.
he wants that
He does.
record though.
And we know Luke's win will come. Well, we know that it's just when, where, and it'll be soon. But like you said, it's a 21, and we'll see. How if he does protect them and whatnot. So, but I know that Luke wouldn't clean him out.
No.
So to get that, so we'll see.
Here's
We'll
battle for
see
the
if it
lead
shapes
now.
up that way. Battle for the lead. It looks like the 21 is going low and the 10's a little high there, and that's going to allow the 26 and the 43 to catch up maybe.
Yeah, still side by side in turn one. It's going to allow a lot of catch up from the back half of the field there, trying to get up to the front. And High Road's going to clear him, maybe? No.
Oh.
Just maybe. Yep.
And we had a slow truck there on the apron there on the front stretch. Yeti looks like he's collected it back up now and making a pretty good pace.
You're definitely trying to learn the rhythm of this track. It's one that's not meant for the weak. He's definitely got to show his strong hand. Like
that wall coming out too will sneak up on you very, very quick. I mean, if you get off rhythm, it takes about 3 laps or so to get back on it.
Yeah, and Miles the Monster does not play around at his little hometown track here. He will take you and take you in a hurry.
Oh, it looks like the 21 looked back in, squirted it a little bit, but he collected it. And looks like Dusty's just pacing him right now. Maybe he's just logging some laps. He's not pressuring too hard, just riding his tire track there because, it's a long stage.
Yeah, we got a battle, though, for the 5th position. Deport into the outside wall. Now, Dude Chef maybe had a little help and assisted him, but battle's going on here in the mid-pack right here.
It is. And it looks like we got Luke going down low there. And
and Deport in the outside wall again. Takes Garage God to the inside.
Garage God did hit the apron there and hit the inside wall, and looks like he's collected it now. And
staying green. They just kept it into the outside wall, inside wall, respectively. But yeah, Deport had a little help, got in the outside wall, and it bit him, and it bit another driver.
Hey, it can happen quick here, very fast. And it looks like the top 2 are pacing the field there. Looks like they got about a corner length stretch, and looks like we got the 99 dipping down here under Luke, trying to stay in the tire track to the 26, but they're side by side at the stripe.
Yeah, flashed in third LRS and Dude Chef. Dude Chef wanting to kind of capitalize on what he came off of last week. He told us in the interviews last week that Dover is not his track. He doesn't not like this track, but he said, we'll go out there, we'll give it a run, and we'll see what happens. Other than that, he had no comments for this track because he is not a fan of his. But right now, in 4th place, so not too bad.
Not too bad of a showing. It looks like Luke let him go there for a little bit to gather it up. He says, it looks like you want it right now. It's a long race, and I'm just going to try to pace myself to be in the top 3 there at the end. And it looks like the 26 and looks like they're side by side coming out of 4 there. And it looks like Luke's going with them.
Luke, and here comes SP in his tire tracks, looking low, but he's going to give it up to Flash for the time being. 99 now up to 3rd place for Dude Chef.
Yeah, we have some great racing going on, like 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th there. They're all so tight, and it looks like the leaders are going around a lap car.
Yep, so as for SP is showing our view, or his view right now, it's 6 to go on his fuel, with 27 to go in the stage, and his right sides are down in the 40s with his right front at 42, but he is slowly straightening that right front down.
Yeah, I think right now, you made your bed, you have to sleep in it. Right now, these tires are getting so worn out, and you're just going to try and make it there, and just not collect yourself on the apron or in the wall, and come in and pit.
Once again, now I'm interested in seeing what pit stops are going to look like. Bearing that we don't get a caution next couple laps, we'll start seeing those green flag pit stops take place. And we saw the 21 car stay out a lot longer, about 2 laps longer than anybody else.
He
So,
did. And I
that's-
think that did cost him that stage win there.
Mhm. Yeah, it did.
Had about three or more laps of fresher tires, and he caught them pretty quickly, and that gap closed very, very fast.
Yeah, I mean, a good strategy by him, but it definitely did cost him. I mean, I don't blame him for trying it. Would I try it again? Probably not. Especially with the fact that you have to lead second place right on your bumper this time around. No. Like last time he had about 3 or 4 car lengths back. This time he's on your bumper. I'd pit whenever he does or try playing something because right now you're the top 2. Just plan with him and go with him.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. That's basically just, maybe swap it out, swap points out there for the second stage win. But they're, I think the team
driver
right now is just.
There we go. Sorry. First driver to pit road, and that's Flash dipping out of top 5.
Oh, he is. Okay, yeah. He knows. He may have found something there. My truck may be a little slower. Maybe stopping a couple laps before maybe it. And here comes the leaders. Both of them, like you said, Alex, coming down the pit road, followed 21 and 10.
Yeah, and now the 99 this time is going to be the driver that stays out, along with SP.
So we'll see, what they have.
Oh, and looks like the 43 had issues getting on pit road.
Oh,
Luke
no.
had issues getting on pit road. He overshot the commitment line. It had to come in a different way, and it costed him a little bit of time
Yep,
as well. And he caught up with a deport as well. So now 2 trucks lost a little bit of time on pit road here.
It can happen very, very fast here. You're going so fast, and you hit that apron, and you have to weld up pretty much for your strike.
Yeah, SP.
Let's see who's going to make it out here.
SP and Dude Chef, they went so far that they actually were sputtering coming on the pit road. And here's the reason why. The guys that pitted just now, or even Flash, you're going to be about roughly 2 laps short, or maybe even a lap short.
Yeah.
SP is coming in, he's going to have 22 laps left, and he's going to have 22 laps of fuel right on the money.
Yep, and and he's a pretty good one. He's a good one that can save fuel. So I'm sure that now he can go ahead and give it a go. Yeah, it looks like the 21 beat the 10 out of the pits. Dusty's about 6 car lengths, 7 car lengths back now.
Yeah, he may have just found something, but I mean, this worries me because we didn't see this the last time. Last time we had that the yellow flag come out, and it changed the game. They were 8 laps short, had to make another pit stop, but now this might be the only pit stop for a couple drivers, and a couple drivers may just have to come down.
And I'm curious here if 10 can close the gap, if Dusty can close the gap like he did last stage, and if he can, that will tell me a lot about his truck this race, because he is bad fast.
Yes, he is, and I think he's definitely got it. 21 truck gets off a pace. That's all it took right there.
He did. He hit the apron. That's what we're talking about. Remember it earlier, Alex. You go down in 3, and you get a touch loose, and you hit that apron, and you shoot back up, and that's what he did.
And he just did it
Looks like
again
there's a caution.
slightly. And yeah, caution is out here. I'm wondering if it's for I believe one truck was slow or stopped on the track. I didn't see anybody around. I want to say we may have had a truck that didn't make it back to pit road. Looks like it may have been maybe Toby Welsh.
Yep, Toby Wells. He looks like he is actually pitting right now, so he must have had some trouble getting on pit road.
Yeah, I think that might be not for sure. I'll get confirmation from the race control tower on that one, but I think it's because of Toby being out of fuel and having to get a little assistance right there at the line.
And it looks like we do have the 2 leaders there, Dusty and the 20 High Road, on pit road. They were like, man, we just tires. It looks like it's important. So that's where they're headed down right now. We'll see who comes out on top here.
Indeed, and so yeah, confirmation from race control that was the caution was for the 34 truck being out of fuel.
Out of fuel. Yep. It's tough. It's tough to stay. It's tough to save and be fast here. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like we do have the 21 did beat Dusty out. High Road looks like same as before we had the caution. He's going to pace the field here to the flag. Well, I'll be curious to see, does the 10 take the outside, or does he stay on the inside and just follow High Road?
I would take the inside. I mean, last two times it has not worked out in your favor, so I wouldn't go. Why chance it a third time? But this
Right.
does this does take the field strategy out of the game for at least this stage.
It does. So yeah, they can all go. Looks like Outlaws here is letting him go. Looks like he's going to
He was the
start
free
here
pass.
near the. Oh, he was the free pass.
He was the
Okay,
free
good.
pass, so letting all the trucks go by, getting ready for the choose cone. One truck
So
I'm liking is fifth place right now. Yeti has made an appearance into the top five at 3 truck.
he has. He's kept it pretty clean, and he's picked off some spots here and there. And there goes the 40. Looks like he is going to take the outside there, and it looks like the 10 and Flash is going to hang on the inside, and the 99 does go up there. This is going to be an interesting restart as we come to the flag here.
Yeah, HD from almost the back of the field, just to jump up to the third row for this restart. And you have the first 3 trucks that was cut off pit road line up on the bottom 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So I'm very curious here to see if that bottom line stays together. If the 40 or the 99 can kind of tuck down between the 26 there and give them a run here, going down to one.
Going right on board Dusty as we enter the Geico restart zone here for the green flag on the restart. Let's see if he gets a good push to High Road here. How High Road takes off. Back under the green we go. And again, another good launch by the 21 truck.
And the 40's still hanging on. He's hanging on side by side there. Let's see if he has enough room to tuck down behind the 10 or if he's going to stay on the outside.
Ooh.
And if he hits the wall, the 40 slaps the wall a little bit.
And that's the chance you make. I mean, you
Yep,
take that
that's it.
chance by starting the outside.
Exactly. And it's tough when you're on the outside going into that corner, coming off two. That fence just dips in a little bit where you have your room runs out very quickly.
Indeed. See Dusty trying to keep it off the wall. Run from the 26 coming up to his back bumper.
Oh, and there's a little hit from the 26 telling the 10, let's go, boys. It's about showtime.
It is. This is the later half of stage 2 if you're just now joining in. Solid racing so far. 21 truck has been very dominant tonight, but this 10 truck has not given up the fight.
He will not
Oh,
go away.
there he goes.
21 slaps the wall, and there's the 10. The 10 goes by.
Multiple drivers doing the same thing. There's like 2 or 3 trucks that slapped the wall, and I saw them all doing the snake. And
High road is a little high there and got a little loose and hit the wall, and they go by. It doesn't take much here, and looks like he's collected himself. Let's see if he can try to get by the 26 to the 99 here, and the 99 hits the wall. They're all banging off each other.
just like that mistake by the 21 truck has put him back to 4th place. And you got SP now back on the back bumper of that 21 truck, trying to make some ground up. And Drake has even put himself in the little hat here inside the top 10, looking good for him.
That's good, yeah. It looks like, like I said before, once you hit the wall like that, it takes you 2 or 3 laps to kind of like settle down and get back in that groove. And I'm curious, 2
Ooh.
things I'm curious about is the 21, if he will kind of get up there again, and if the 10's got clean air. Let's see how he can do there.
Yeah, Raj, you were started speaking. The 22 of Drake actually almost did like a deadly turn right to the outside wall. I don't know what happened, but he slapped the wall very, very hard. Single car truck incident, and maintains it, gets back under control here. 99 has taken over position up to 2nd for Duchev, and now Hyro has found himself back into 3rd.
He does, and I think he's going to get settled back down here after that brush with the wall. I just, the 10 and 21 are so strong here. I'm just curious if he can get around just to go to 2nd place or not, but time will tell here.
Yeah, and one thing is, now Hyro's going to be on the attack. Once he does get back up to that 10, I think he can get around those 99 with ease. But now it's going to be roles reversed. How does the 10 block for the 21?
Yeah, and we'll see that. Yeah, let's see if he can hold on. That'll be stage 1 and 2. So we'll see how it's going. It looks like Dude Chef is running that line where it's not all the way to the bottom. It's more lower, the lower middle. Looks like it's working out for him right now.
Yeah, I always like that line at Dover. I mean, I'm not the greatest driver here, but I don't want to run right on the seam because then you're going to be loose. You're going to hit the apron. But don't give up the bottom, though. So ride it about where Dude Chef is.
Yes, that's probably looks like the perfect line, and looks like he's gaining on the leader right now, going to the stripe. Looks like he's about 2 truck lengths, and they dive down to 1.
This top 4 is starting to kind of have a breakaway, just a touch. Flash is falling back off the pace a little bit, so kind of a 4-truck breakaway starting to shape up here. Dude Chef trying to find that pace that he has, and High Road staying right with him, just staying in that line, staying in that groove in the draft. That way, once they find the leader of Dusty, that they're all right there with him.
And it looks like LRS just picked up another position there. I went by the 40. It looks like the 40, still trying to find his way after brushing the wall there. It looks like he's back in line, so we'll see if he can just keep up with the field here.
So a battle in the back here right behind the 40 is the 32 and the 97 of Garage and Denny having a little battle. Garage has been kind of the pole sitter dominator in a sense. He didn't get the pole this week, but he's been on a tear recently with all the poles, but he can't find victory lane. He can't find much of anything. He can find pace to start first, and then he can find pace in the short runs. And then later on in the stage 3, he sinks. So I know he's trying to find a rhythm where it's comfortable for him.
It looks like we have a truck low on the apron coming up the track. Looks like Toby there, and then got on the apron, but he looks like he got it back up together now.
Yeah, Toby just out here logging laps, trying to get better for himself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know.
I mean, man, if you're not a seasoned racer, this track is just so tough, man. And you have to be focused every single lap because it will bite you every single time. Especially, I know coming out, like we said, coming out of 2, it's tough.
Things are heating up for the race lead now. It's a kind of a 3-truck breakaway at this point. These 3 have kind of said goodbye to SP as they've broken away from him.
They have. It looks like they're door to door there, tail to tail. It looks like it might come down to one of these 3 here, and it might come down to which one, who makes the mistake.
Well, coming up with all the talking, we're coming up to the last lap of stage number 2 here, and this is for the stage win right here between Dude Chef and Dusty as High Road got loose.
It looks like the 10's staying right down low, so he don't open up that bottom.
So what does Dude Chef go into turn 3? He's going to go low, try to move. It doesn't work. Dusty moves up the track, and so does Dude Chef. It's not going to work out, though. Off of turn 4, Dusty is going to sweep the stages here in Dover.
Yeah, he did, and he made a good move there. His truck's very, very fast. Looks like it's in clean air. It's just hard to get around him because he's running that line where we talked about.
Yeah, and High Road was right there with him. He got loose on the apron again, bumped the apron, and up the track he went, and there goes his stage opportunity. Now he's going to have to restart inside the top 5 and try to find that groove and really start to focus and set in. Because as a driver, at this point in the race, you are hungry, you're destined to do what you want to do. You know that you have the pace, but you start getting a little too aggressive, and you want to get to the front quicker, but you got to be patient still. There's still 110 laps left in this race.
Yeah, and it's a lot. Now you should know what your truck has, what it doesn't have. Maybe, if you're in the back, throw something way out, way at it and see what happens. But these guys up front, they're just tweaking it out. And here we go. Green flag.
Final stage underway is Dusty and Dude Chef with SP. And SP and Flash even jumped high road on pit stops right there. One truck on the outside wall, contact off of turn 1 between Drake and Denny.
And it looks like they're side by side. They're coming out of 4, and it looks like SP is going to take the inside from the 99. The 21 goes down low.
Ooh,
Tries to follow in his tire.
21 getting pinched 3 wide in the middle. Just for a split second there.
One place you do not want to be 3 wide.
No. And they're going to slap the wall off at 2. Oh, and we got, looks like, yeah, we got 2 around in the back. It is Toby and looks like Athletic Yeti, or sorry, Toby and the 40 truck of HD. Caution is out for the second time tonight.
Caution is out. And great move there right before the caution. SP made that move and took second place. And it looks like he has his truck about where he wants it. So watch out for him to finish in the top 5 tonight.
Yeah, making those moves, trucking up through the field. Looking ahead here in the next couple of weeks, Truck Series after this week, they're going to pack up and head out to New Hampshire. And so they're going to kind of stay on the East Coast here. Just go down the road just a little bit up to New Hampshire, and then we're going to head.
There you go, another tricky flat track, you know.
Yeah, this stretch right here, we talked about it last week, is the start of a very tricky stretch. You had Michigan 2 weeks ago for the trucks. Then it's Bristol last week. Then Dover this week. Then New Hampshire next week. And then Mid-Ohio before they head into an off week before they wrap up the regular season in Daytona.
So if you're Dusty here, you know, you've had a fast truck all night. Do you just throw 4 of them on there and say, I'm good, bud, let's go?
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, that's going to have to be a move right now. If it was later on in the race, you know, a little strategy, maybe. Right now, just fine-tune the truck. That's what you want to get right now, is get those final adjustments in, because you don't know when the next caution's coming out if we're going to get one. We've had mostly, this is just the second caution of the night, and we're already in stage 3. So, really watch yourself and just fine-tune. Work on what you need to.
That's all you can do. And looks like Flash Champ beat them all out.
I think Flash took a little bit of a strategy call here. Not saying he took 2, but he was definitely out way before Dusty, which makes me believe that he's trying a 2-tire strategy. Which I don't know if he's just begging on our caution here quickly or what. But
Well, the things here, you know, cautions breeds cautions sometimes, and maybe, you know, we still got a lot of laps to go. It looks like maybe he wants to, you know, try it out and see what happens. You know, never hurts when you got this many laps left, and he's been in the top 5 about all night, so I think he can afford to try that right now.
Well, and one thing also is High Road again. He has fallen back to 6th place, and Outlaw has made an appearance. After being a lap down, he is now inside the top 5.
Oh wow! That's great for Outlaw. Hey, I must have been found his groove there. I wonder if he had any pit calls there that put him up a little bit, but we will see.
Yeah.
On this outside line here, SP is on the outside here. This is the first time he's been up this high on the outside on the restart, so I'm curious to see what he does, if he can hang with him, if he just lets him go and just dips down and just chases them in his tire tracks, or what.
Well, Jason, I think that because I think SP is a smart man right here. He went to the outside. I think that Flash did take 2 because we saw High Road has been on the inside all night long, and instead of going with his teammate, he went with SP. And so I think the outside is going to be the move to go.
Yep, and we got Garage God there. He's up there now, and he's on the outside right behind High Road. So it might stack up here. We're going to find out.
Back
Here
up
we
the
go.
way.
Green, 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 green.
Solid launch by the front row there.
Looks like we're almost 3 wide there. Looks like SP backed off a little bit. Smart man. He did tuck up under him.
And SP also a teammate over here in the Truck Series in the 2 truck, 2, 23, and the 21. All 3 teammates. Only one that's not a teammate is that number 10 truck.
Yeah, it looks like they're settling down a little bit now. They're on a little line there. We still got High Road stuck on the outside. We'll see if he can dip below the 99 or LRS here.
Yeah, he's got to find his move now before he loses too many spots. He's going to the outside wall
Oh,
again
looks like
off of 4.
99 touches LRS. LRS goes high, and they're all going into 1.
And now High Road now below SP for 3rd. That bold move. Here comes Duchef. Duchef with a tap. He backs off though. He knew it was a bad move coming in.
And now it looks like LRS is stuck on that high line. He got him and the 99 dusted up a little bit, so he's on that high line trying to get in line and to hit his marks.
And now race for the lead now. Changing lanes is Dusty to the point, and High Road is following. Flash is dropping down now to 3rd, and SP's going to follow 3rd. Flash dropping and losing spots now.
And it looks like SP, a little tap from SP to the 21. Looks like they're stacking up here, coming out of 4.
I think more contact.
In the wall, but he's still going.
I think Dusty got loose or something. It checked up the entire pack. High Road was right behind him and just checked him up, and then both lanes got checked up from it.
And now if I was SP, I was like, okay, I'm out of that mess now. In 3rd, you know, the 2 strongest trucks are up front there. Let's see what we got for them. Let me just ride with them for a little bit, maybe about 10 laps, just to see what they got and what I got, and see if I can pace with them so I can be there at the end.
So there's 97 laps to go. These drivers have about roughly 22. I'd say at this point, maybe about 20 laps of fuel left in this truck. Bearing we don't get an air caution, we'll have about 67 to go when they pit next. So it'll be the next pit window opportunity. It'll be about roughly 67 laps.
Okay. Yeah, no, looks like the top 2 right there, High Road and Dusty, they're, you know, about, I'd say 5 car lengths, 6 car lengths from SP, and it looks like we got a challenge for 3rd spot here with the 99 on the inside, and I think SP will let him go very cleanly. He said, buddy, go ahead and I'll just follow you right now.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta play tag team. You gotta play help each other out. I mean, in order for those 2 to get up, they may have to just tag team and just say, hey, fast truck, get in the lead, and I'll follow you in your draft.
Exactly. No, you know, sometimes here you follow a truck sometimes too close. You know, you'll do what they do. So I think they might just ride it out here for a minute just to see what the leaders do.
Yeah, High Road again. You're kind of talking about it and touching on it earlier. Is who has the better pace of the top 2, Dusty or High Road? And you said Dusty has the better pace. It seems like. Obviously, the short run, High Road had it, but High Road making a lot more mistakes with that apron, as you saw once again. And so it's really showing who has the better pace right now.
And looks like, yeah.
Our caution's out.
Looks like Denny is a little slow there on the backstretch. Looks like he was by himself.
Probably had a little help. Oh, it probably looked like Toby and Denny getting into it. Just as Dusty started to pull away.
Yeah, just as Dusty started to pull away, a caution comes out. And hey, you know, if you're in the back there, man, and you see those, you look at the track map there and you see those leaders coming, I mean, you're trying to do all you can to stay on the lead lap.
Oh yeah, most definitely. See pit stops happening. We're going to see what takes place.
Yeah, we'll see if any strategies come out, and we'll see. I mean, like you said, the 26, you think, you know, they took 2 tires and that didn't work out for him. So I'm sure he's going to get 4 this time.
You know, if anybody takes 2, learn from Flash. Don't do it.
Right. Don't do it. Yeah, that didn't work out so well, and he knows that now, and so he can maybe reset himself and say, hey, I'm going to take 4, and I do have a, you know, pretty fat truck to stay up front, so we'll see how he does after this pit here.
But it worked out for him, too. I mean, he didn't have to go out on a long run, and those tires wear out many laps before everybody else's does.
It looks like Dusty here will beat him off pit road as he comes cruising in here to turn 1 to get back up on the track.
High Road and SP 2nd and 3rd with Duchef in 4th. Flashback to 5th, it'll be a top 5 as we get ready for the choose cone this time.
It looks like we got Garage God in 6th there. He's been solid, up to the sniffing the top five there. In the beginning, he's a guy that I talked to yesterday, and he really don't like this track. It's hard for him to, to say speed is to be consistent. So I think he's doing a pretty good job for not for hating the place.
Oh, easily. Kind of looking ahead too, but as we get ready for the choose come this time, looking ahead, obviously tomorrow night, tune in for VTR Live right here. We're going to have Normie in the booth ready for the Cup Series racing action here from Dover. And then you'll see myself and LRS in the booth on Thursday for the Xfinity Series. And Jason, you're going to be in that race. You're starting P14th out of 19 drivers. How you feeling in that Xfinity car?
Not too bad. I think I'm pretty good here. Just got to work my way up a little bit. The car and qualifying, I had it a hair loose because I tried to be a hair quicker. But you know what happens when you're a little loose there. I had to save it just a touch, and it cost me about a couple tenths there.
Yeah, I mean, you're starting right there behind Drake, so it's going to be a good spot for you. Hopefully you get
Sure.
to log some good laps and hopefully make a good finish out of it here. A decent track for you.
Yeah,
Looking
we're going to try to
behind.
this.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. You're good. They're getting
No.
ready to exit the corner here, and we got the 21 again taking the high side. So he's been there before. So we'll see what happens.
He didn't do too bad. I'm looking at that 40 truck has made appearance back into top five once again. Green flag back in the air, and not the best jump from high road against Dusty there. So he's gonna fall
Yeah,
back
that
just a few
outside.
spots.
Yeah, that outside stacked up just a hair, and we're gonna see what SP can do with the 10 truck. High road, there's only one that can really hang with him right now. So we'll see if SP what he can do with the 10 truck. If he's just gonna follow him for a while and look at the 10's line and see where he's going and follow him, and then see if he can try to sneak that nose just a tip inside to take the lead. But he's holding pace with him right now.
Yeah, SP a new challenger on the night. Hasn't been up in the. He's been in top five, but hasn't been in second. And we don't know what his pace looks like. Maybe could he made the right adjustments and maybe found the pace he needs to challenge Dusty for the race win here.
Yeah, he was in that accident early on, but after that, he's been just plugging away, and he's found himself up there.
Yeah, SP, if he was to win tonight, he would tie former racer Jinx Afrinic for the sixth overall all-time wins list for him. So that'd be good for him at 22 career wins.
Well, that's solid. He's been a solid driver, and there's only a couple of tracks he dislikes. So he's trying to these next couple of tracks out of the way, and then go to Mid Ohio and see what he can do.
And Dude Chef coming into the picture now.
Oh,
He's always every time we see SP, we see Dude Chef passing him at some point.
yeah, and the thing with SP, he's a smart, seasoned driver. He lets him go, um, and just he knows there's a little, some more laps left, and he's just going to cruise right now. He's in a good spot, top three. Make no crazy moves, don't slip up, don't hit the apron, and he's just going to ride it out for right now, I think.
I think, and that's smart right now. If I'm SP, I'm in third, solid point stage so far. Just finish off right here. At least just maintain. Don't make any mistakes. Let the truck kind of come to you. Let the setup kind of come in.
Yep, and high road here. He was on the outside, got stacked up, but he's settled in the fourth spot there. He found a hole there where he can just ride and try to chase down SP, and then we have Flash Champ right behind him with Garage God.
Trying to do some math here. You got Dusty out front, Dude Chef in second, and Dude Chef. So we had Dusty. He has 15 career wins overall in the league. You got Dude Chef, who looking through here, he has got I know a few. Right, there it is. He's got 6 career wins overall, and then you have now High Road into third, who's looking for his first. So
That's right.
all these
And I'm
seasoned
letting it
veterans.
go. All season veterans, and this is a veteran track. It's very tough. So yeah, I don't I'm not surprised to see them at all up there. and I've been watching dogs for a little bit, and he's made a couple moves there, and he's just right behind LRS there, trying to pace with him. And if you can keep pace with him, you can keep pace with the field.
Yeah, Go Dog is another challenger that kind of stays behind the scenes a little bit. He's a very strong contender, trying to fight for the playoff positions as well, trying to fight for a spot in the playoffs. Wants to kind of show his hand in the Truck Series, and he's done just that this season. He's done very well, and he wants to continue to improve as races go on.
Yeah, and you hang around in there sometimes. Sometimes 12th not bad, 13th not bad. Just keep logging. Oh, and there's a big crash there, real big. The 97, the 22, all right on the front stretch, and that should definitely be a caution. There was 5 trucks just in a wad here at the start finish line.
Off of turn 4, one driver got loose, and it was on from there. Caution number 4 of the night here.
And you can, once 1 or 2 gets collected, there's not a lot of room. One of the narrowest racetracks that we go to there's no way to go. Once you go near the start and finish line there's an inside wall, and you can hit that very hard and shoot right back up the track. No room at all.
Indeed. Looking to here. So, in the top 5, right now as it stands, there's a total of 13 career wins in the Truck Series between the top 5. You have Dusty right now has 3 career Truck Series wins. Duke Chef right behind him with 2. Then you have SP with 5, and then Flash with 3, and then you see Hybrid right there in the middle of that 5 with none.
I'm sure he definitely wants one very bad.
He has. I mean, he's definitely been trying to get that truck back or to victory lane for the first time. And I'd like to see coming off of Vegas with Josh Berry winning in the 21 car and having the same scheme pretty much in the trucks.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome to see the 21 truck back in victory lane.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Alex, what do you do here if you're high road? You had a great car. You were pacing the field in the beginning. Maybe do you think he made some changes? Do you think he goes back to those changes, or what made him fast in the beginning?
I mean, I would be. I mean, I gotta find some kind of standing ground and stop going on the outside for God's sake. Like that has
I know.
that has killed him the last 2 restarts.
Exactly. If I was him right now, he came out 3rd. So I would just stay on the inside this time and see if that changes your luck, because the last couple of times, he's had to stay on the outside, and he brushed a wall once or twice, and then he's falling back to 4th or 5th, and then when he's falling back to 4th or 5th, he's kind of hung around there, not making up much ground. So we'll see what kind of call they make on that 21 truck right now.
I couldn't agree more, Jason. And I think that by going low too, I think the reason why he's been going high is because of the leader doing some kind of different strategy that he probably didn't like, and that thinks I want to take advantage of it. But now everybody took the same strategy. I'm going to bet he's going to go on the inside here. That's what I would do. I mean,
You'd have to. That has to be the right call. Let's see. 10 is inside.
He goes
and
outside
there he goes
again.
Alex. Oh man, Alex.
I mean,
I don't know if he's seeing something that we're not, but I mean, he's just rolling the dice. Maybe you think the only thing I can think of is, hey, the 10 may get a slow restart and I can jump him, going into 1. So maybe he's playing on that. We'll have to wait and see.
well, and I mean, you could bet on the 10, but at the same time, the 10 has been doing decently well. I just don't know. I feel like there's got to be something that we're missing here, because I just don't think he's got it. I mean, he's been doing well, but that outside has hurt him the last 2 restarts.
Yeah, it has. And I'm curious. HG Strider here is actually on the high side. Looks like he's in 4th, so that's pretty high there. We've seen him up in the pack, but we'll see what he does in the very top.
All right, coming to the green flag here. Back underway.
Green.
A little bit more even start here.
It wasn't high. It looks like the high road. It looks like he's staying with him too. Let's see how much room the 10 gives him here.
10 takes off, and now it's a fight for second. Contact
And there's a
made.
little bump there. Yep, contact made because of that just getting loose there, coming off too, and he didn't want to hit the wall.
Still
Strider's hanging tough on that high line. Let's see if he goes low or not. He goes low, tucks behind the 99, and there it is again, Alex. 21 on the high side. He's just going to have to try to find a hole, and he does.
And looks like the 99 got in the outside wall. Now he's going on the attack and hits the
Oh,
99.
and there's a bump, and Strider hits the high road, and they all stack up coming out of fourth, and that lets the 10 kind of get about of a 4-car length lead there.
Yeah, chaos ensuing back behind him. Truck's getting the outside wall because of the contact made, and the stack ups didn't help really anybody. But that 21 truck, he got loose on the apron again. He hits the apron, and it went up the track and got into the right rear of that, or left rear of the 99 truck. A smart move by letting him go.
Yeah, you had to at that point. There's no fighting that on, when you're that high and then coming off the wall like that. Yeah, you have to let him go. And he found a hole, so we'll see if he can kind of gather it up here in the next couple of laps and try to see if he can do to take over second.
And
So it
Duchef
looks like
looking
from
good.
second to fifth are covered with a blanket there, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Duchef did very well here in the last couple of laps, and over the last stage, he's done very well to get up to second place. A different kind of strategy call for him, and for a track that he doesn't like, he sure is performing well at.
That's for sure. He's making a strong showing. Maybe his truck's feeling pretty good, and he just wanted to ride it out and see what happens because he knows there's a little bit left to go in here.
Oh, there's
And it
plenty
does
of
look
laps.
like the
There's
21 there.
71.
And it does look like the 21 is gaining there. He's all over the bumper there going into 3 and 4.
And looking back, there is the battle between HD and SP. As HD, he had started in the rear of the field for Clater in that 33 truck, a little last minute sub there, but I don't think he ever expected him to be in the position that he is, because HD really doesn't expect a whole lot out of himself sometimes. Sometimes he expects a lot, but this is a track that I don't think he had much confidence per se. He had some, but not a top 5, and right now he's definitely inside the top 5, battling with the SP.
Yeah, and exactly. And he looks like Flash Champ there is. He's been high, he's been mid, so he's still there in the. He's in the almost ready to crack the top 5 again. He's riding around in 6 right now, so we'll see if the strategy him going back to those 4 is going to pay off.
Staying green here in Dover. We're going caution or commercial free here through the rest of this race, which is the first we haven't done that in a long time. But commercial free here in UTR. Thank you to the Esports Racing Network. SP charging his way through the field, trying to find ground here. We're gonna go on board with the ERN cam during this commercial free moment right here. Looking at his view, this is what he sees right now. Just trying to get and work around. Here comes HD on the inside lane, giving him the room off of turn 4 down the front straightaway. With 66 laps to go, HD maybe will make a move around him.
Maybe so. Yeah, looks like he is. And looks like Strider got or HD got around SP there, and he is solid in the 4th spot there, and it's nose to bumper. The 21 is all over him, the 99, and they're just looks like they're chained together. Where he goes, high road goes, and he's just trying to stay on his tire tracks right now and try to catch the 10. The 10 has been, the class of the field tonight, very, very fast.
Yeah, as we come. Ooh, I was looking on this view with SP right before I got off of it when we saw him and Flash have a little contact made. But back to the point, thank you to the ERN cam of SP. But yeah, the 10 car being the class of the field here in the later half. The first half, we thought it was all high road, and the 21 truck took off, left everybody in the dust. Uh,
He did.
I don't know what changes he made, and he's been starting the outside. It hasn't helped him at all. I feel like he probably would have been sitting second behind Dusty right now, a couple car lengths if he had stayed on the inside.
I would love to see, I would, love to see another restart where High Road, actually did go on the inside and see what that does.
Now there is a lap truck coming up. I believe that is maybe looks like the 43 of LRS. He has not had
a little slow.
he has not had the race that he wanted.
No,
That-
Alex, he was there in the top 10 for a long time. Even cracked the top 5 a couple times, but looks like he got into a little incident there, and then he's just trying to hold on, not go a lap down there. If he does, he'll have the free pass. But we'll see what's going on with that. His truck must be, handling very, very loose right now.
Yeah, he was telling me earlier in a chat under the last caution that it just wasn't performing the way that he was wanting it to, and he was getting into issues with other drivers and mistakes of other drivers, and it's unfortunate. But tonight,
It is.
that all-time record is not going to be coming his way.
It doesn't look like it unless, we see a caution and he can clean that truck up. And there he goes, and he hits the apron there, and he hits the inside wall LRS.
He gets out of the way there.
And he gets out of the way. He knows, his truck is real bad off damage right now, so he's just praying for a caution so he can try to get a good salvage finish here.
And Garage God first on pit road for these green flag stops coming up here next few laps. LRS on pit road, obviously, to get that damage repaired.
And here comes the 21 High Road is actually getting ready to go on pit road now. He dove down, and he is on pit road as we speak.
And so is Flash as well. HT followed LRS into pit road that time. And Racing Edge, Edgerton also behind Flash on pit road.
And I'm curious here how Dude Chef, what's he going to do? And there goes the 10. Oh, no, there's a lap car that got it. And Dude Chef is still going. There was a truck that went way inside and went back up over the track.
Now, here's the thing, though. High Road has played a different strategy every single pit stop that's been green flag. He has stayed out the longest, and he had the truck on his bumper. He stays out. He comes in with the leaders the next time, and he opened up a gap. And
Dude
then
Chef is on pit road.
now
Yep.
he's one of the first ones on pit road among leaders.
He is. And maybe, hey, maybe he learned something, from the 10. We'll see that to be told here soon.
And most drivers making their stops. Dude Chef in the pits. He's currently the race leader.
Yeah, pit road is very, very busy. All these trucks coming in, getting new tires and gas, and trying to make them trucks probably a little tighter.
Yep. Deeport out early in this, or out late in this race. He has made his exit on the night. Let's see, you got Dude Chef still the race leader, looking from
He is,
SP's view. 99 still going to be the leader. SP in 7th as they come back around. On
And
board
then
HD.
there goes the 10 by the 99.
And that'll be your new race leader, still cycling it out.
That was, and the 21, the High Road is actually...
He gained time.
He gained time, I told you. He probably, noticed from the first time they cycled through there that what the 10 did, and he did the same thing the 10 did the first time, so...
Great strategy call by that 21 truck to really make it work.
It was, and they are nose to tail, and I think the 21's going to put a little pressure on him right here going in 3, saying, hey, you're not going to run away with this thing. I'm going to chase you down.
Well, we still have plenty of laps left. We have about roughly 60 to go. I'll get a definite lap count in just a second, but more pit stops to take place. But High Road definitely pit early. We got 54 laps to go. So at least probably, if we stay green, 3 more pit stops to take place. before it's all said and done. But like I said, high road the first time around, Dusty was the first one pit road among the leaders, and he gained a lot of time on 21 truck
He did.
and passed him with the stage coming to an end. Now here is high road in the same position. If he can keep off the apron, could be a good position for him.
And there's a lap truck right there. Let's see if how bad that slows.
That is
the 10
Yeti,
up.
who did not get out of the way until the last second. He waited until the corner to get out of the way, allowing high road to be on his bumper.
Nose to tail looks like they're just, yeah, the high road did find a great way to get back up there. And, you know, overall, two best trucks of the night if you know, rack them up and count everything.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact that even Dude Chef wasn't too far behind Dusty there, and now, because of the strategy that was played, now he finds himself in third, and you have the top two best trucks of the night very far ahead.
Yeah, and it looks like, you know, the pit strategy's made, and the time they pit looks like that worked out the best for both of them.
Right now, Dude Chef in third, and then you have HD in fourth and SP in fifth. Your top five. Less than 60 laps to go here from Dover. Been a great, solid race so far.
It has been, you know, you've had some cautions, and you've had some great racing, great strategies from a couple teams there to mix it up to, you know, get back up top. And there's a big wreck there, and the 3 and the 32 and the 26
Oh, God.
go around. SP's in, it's on the backstretch, and they're going everywhere. 32 does about 360s, and it is a big one there on the backstretch, almost like what we had on the front stretch, Alex.
Yeah, that was a doghouse on the backstretch. Almost
They
unavoidable.
all yeah, I mean, like I told you before, this track is so narrow, you have nowhere to go. You know, there's nowhere to go except for to pile into each other. If you have two cars sideways, that's it.
Yeah,
You know,
and you take the
hit gas
fear.
and go through.
You take the fear
Yeah.
of even slowing down to avoid it. You're probably gonna get rear-ended
Yeah.
right into it. So.
You are. You're gonna get ran over. So that's just a bad spot there for about 5 trucks that was in a wad.
And LRS again, I think, was involved in that along with others. Miles the
SP
Monster is
got
not
a
being nice
little bit of
tonight.
it. No, not at all. Looks like it started with 3 there, and I saw the 32 go around, and then they just all just hammered into each other.
But the fifth caution of the night here.
Curious here, like I said, Alex, waiting on the caution. What is High Road going to do this time?
You know, it's got to be 4 tires, obviously, but maybe by luck is he able to jump that number 10 truck on pit road.
Or
We've seen it
just-
happen a couple times.
We have, and we've seen a couple of times too. He has on that outside, and he goes to 4th, and it seems like that truck, when it gets in about 4th or 5th spot, it just seems to me it's not as fast as he is behind the leader or out front. But we'll see if he chooses the outside again.
I mean, at this point, I'm just want to yell at him inside.
I know. Do
Because
it one time for us, just
you've
so we know
you've
what's
seen
going on. And
what Dusty does. I mean, you see it
Right.
left and right. Dusty takes off. Go with him.
And I think too, if he chose the inside, I really do think they'd get a good jump, and he would probably be nose to tail, going through 1 and 2, and then down the backstretch. And I'd like to see a move from him, but we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you're nose to tail, don't try to fight him on the restart. Take off with him, and that way y'all two
Yep,
can
push
tear
him back.
apart from the rest of the field like y'all have been.
Exactly.
Y'all are the 2 fastest
Yep.
trucks. Y'all can easily pull away from the field. Just go.
And we have Dude Chef here in 3rd, so whatever High Road does, he's going to do the opposite. So we'll see what happens there. And who was the lucky dog that time? Do we know?
I don't know. I think maybe LRS. I think he may have been a lap down, but I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah, no. If he's one that can come in there and fix his truck, he can, you know, pick them off one by one.
Because
So
he was just getting
and
lapped.
maybe crack a top 5.
I think so, because he had just gotten lapped just that right before we had that caution and those green light pit stops.
And we'll see what happens here. It looks like the 10 goes
Oh
low.
my
Looks
God,
like the
he did
21
it!
goes low.
He did it!
Oh, he did it. And we're getting ready to see what we wanted to see all night from High Road.
I mean, I just think that's the best spot.
That's,
Like,
yeah, we're going to find out.
we're gonna see.
I agree. I think that is the best spot. And see, and it looks like Dude Chef took the inside too. So they might know something, you know. And we have Denny coming up here.
Oh, that's a name.
This is going to be interesting, folks.
Bro, the entire.
Interesting. I got to get a good view of this here.
Oh my God, Diddy in the top 5. Let's go.
He has cracked the top 5. Let's see, and he's on the outside. He just needs to kind of play nice here and not, you know, hit that wall coming out of 2 here. So we'll see.
All right, getting ready for the green flag here. We get ready to go back
And it
racing.
drops. And they
got
go into 1.
45 laps to go. And High Road's going to have the advantage off of turn 2. Contact made
They
between
fan-
him and the 33.
And they fan out, and SP he's just following in the bottom lane right there, trying to pick off Denny, trying to go into 1.
Okay, let me give him a little bit of TV time here. There he
And
is.
SP tried to stick it 3 wide, but it didn't work.
Oh, and Denny in the
97
outside wall.
barely off the wall, but he holds on. I knew that wasn't going to hold up. And the winner of that little expedition is XP, and he jumps into 5th, solo 5th there, and going down the front stretch.
There's TV time, Denny. There and gone. Meanwhile, like we talked about, like we knew was going to happen, just stay on the inside on the restart and you're going to be there. High Road now on the back
Right.
bumper once again with Dusty, and they're going to try to pull away. But you have Dude Chef in third. Don't count him out. He's being very sneaky. If these two tangle, that 99 could be a threat.
And look who we have in 6th place, Alex.
I'm going to get back here. Is that Luke? Oh,
That is.
oh
I
my
told you.
God.
He just needed to come in, fix his car, settle down, and get back out there, you know, in the top 10 there, and just find his rhythm. And he's, like I said, he was one of my picks to be there all night long.
And he's definitely trying to show what he's got. Pass for the lead here, though. It's High Road trying to go underneath Dusty for the race lead. Thinks
Oh,
better
there
of
he
it.
shut the door. The 10 shut the door. He gave him a little room, but he shut it down just in the nick of time, and the 21 is all over the 10 truck going into 1.
And you can't get much closer to that bumper. He may be a little dented in on the backside, a little bit of extra downforce.
And he's got a bumper there, and we might have a new leader here coming to, and he shut the door. The 10 shut the door again. The 21's on the apron. Had to slow up a little bit and rubbing doors with the 99. And then the 21 gets it checked back up in the second.
There we
Off
go.
into 1.
He's got to stay off that apron, High Road. I mean, he's got it made. He thinks he can get it done, but being a little aggressive right now on those blocks. But he's got to do what he's got to do right now. He knows that he's the faster truck besides Dusty. I mean, those two are the fastest. And he wants to maintain second because he knows if he loses a spot, it's over.
You're exactly right.
And here he comes back up with a solid run right there to the outside for the race lead. Goes High Road.
It is. They are side by side coming out of 4, and he barely touched, and the 10 didn't give him any room, and he got pinched, and the 99 taps him. And High Road is the casualty of that, falling all the way back to 5th.
Jason, that
Maybe
got
now
tight.
6th. It was tight, and they were banging door to door, and like I said, so tight, you run out of room. There's nowhere to go.
Well, race lead right here, changing hands. Now it's Dude Chef this time underneath Dusty, and here comes HD on the outside. A little lag from the 99.
Oh, and there's a touch there.
That was from
SP,
that's from the 99 lag. SP checked up because he's like, nope, I don't want to be a part. I don't want to
Yeah.
be behind dude shift, and that happens.
and the top 5 is they are covered in a blanket. Make that top 6, Luke and 6, trying to get around, and the 21's all over, and they're going, and they're banging and beating and going into 1. My goodness.
Yeah, I think they're seeing a little bit of lag out of the 99, and they
Yeah.
don't know what to do.
I believe that's, yeah.
Here he goes underneath the race lead now, side by side with Dusty. Dusty giving him enough room.
And I think the 10, is he going to let him go?
Not quite. It's not quite clear yet down in turn 1, and he's going to let him go into turn 1. New race leader is the 99. Dusty, I don't know if I'd be back behind him that close though. Racing for the lead, but at the same time.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to see how the 10 operates now with, he's been in the lead most of the night. He's playing chaser like he did to the 21 earlier, but we'll see how fast the 99 is out in front of that Clean Air.
Yeah, top 5 right now is Dude Chef, your leader for the first time tonight. Then you have Dusty in second, SP in third, HD fourth, High Road fifth, and LRS still right there in 6th place.
He is. He's all over High Road.
High
Road
Road gives a bumper.
Yep, and there goes LRS following High Road. Oh, and they go into 1.
Side by side, High Road covering that spot. He's up to P4.
And now it looks like the top 2 has about a 6 truck length lead there. Looks like this might be settling down just a little bit with a lap bar there up top. Looks like, is that Toby?
Yeah, it's Toby again.
He's staying high.
Good sportsmanship, just staying out of the way. They're not going to let him. He's not going to bother them at all. Stay out of the way. Let him go. Here comes High Road now challenging SP for that 3rd position.
And again, there he is, LRS, right there on the 21. To me, it just seems like after that little incident right there, the High Road hasn't been the same. He's been okay. He's just trying to hold on right now. Maybe he's hoping for a caution.
Race lead once again, trying to change hands. Dusty went to the outside thinking, hey, let's give it a shot. Let's see what we can do. I got nobody behind me. I got no pressure right now. Didn't work out. He fell back in line behind the 99. With 29 laps to go, that is it. That is all that is left. I think we have one pit stop before this race is over with.
Yeah, and there's another truck that I was watching too that
HD on pit road. Out of the top 5 too. He was inside the top 5, and he's the first to hit pit road.
Do you think that's a little early?
Well, actually, no, it's not, because SP just showed his laps. He's down to 2 laps left, so pit stop's taking place. They're going to have at least 2 more stops.
Pit road is going to get very, very busy here, and I'm following the leaders, and it looks like the 10 is dashing down there. He's going to go to the pit. The 99 still keeps the lead. He's going to stay out probably one more time.
Ooh, Jason, I think the 21 may have sped into pit road.
Oh,
He was coming in fast. I clicked over just in the nick time. He sure did have a little bit more speed than what I would like to see.
Well, if that's it, that may be the crucial mistake.
We're going to see, but
that ends his night for the win. But we'll check and see here soon to see what happened.
he was sure coming in hot and heavy, I think.
And I just hate that for him because he's had such a good race. He's been in the top 5 all night long, top 2 all night long, and that's just a crucial mistake that, early in the race you might can make, but late in the race it just kills you.
All right, there goes Dusty out of his stop. Yep, High Road Nick for speeding.
Yep.
It's over for him. The 21 has.
It is.
21's night comes to an end.
Crucial mistake for the 21 there, speeding on pit road. And I know it may have started, from that dust up there that put him back in 5th, and he was trying to get all he could before he hit pit road to try to, gain some more seconds there back on the track from that dust up. But it looks like that's going to be very, very crucial for him there.
Yeah, so now you have SP could be inside the top 3 now. And now the fight is no longer about the 21 truck. It's about this 10 truck and what he can do with this 99.
Yeah, and well, dude chef just then I clicked at his truck. He was coming out of the pits, and people were like real low, and they got bundled up right there, coming off pit road there, going back on the track out of one. So he lost a lot of time there. I'm not sure if he can make that up or not unless we have another caution.
Right now he's sitting P4, which makes SP P5 and LRS still P6, but obviously that's going to change in just a moment once they cycle out. I think the 10 truck is back out in front. Or maybe, look here.
Yeah,
Hard
the
to
truck should.
tell. I'm thinking HD might be the leader.
I don't see anyone around the 10 from the place behind him.
It might be. It's probably Dusty. I know HD had the first one pit road, so I thought that it might be him. But yeah, it is Dusty. Okay, it is Dusty.
Yeah. Well, what happened there, like I said earlier, I saw the 10 go by, and then the 99 was probably 4 trucks length behind them, but there was a brush up there from other vehicles when the 99 was trying to get back on the track, and he had to slow up a lot, and that's why that gap is so big now for the 10.
Well, the good thing though is that HD has made up a lot of time on him as far as coming on track. I mean, he was I think P4 coming in, and now he's up to I think P2.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like we're having a nice race out of Racing Edge there. He's logging them, and he's right behind LSP and LRS. So he's having looks like a solid run.
Yeah, he was the race leader. Came in the last one to come into pits. It favored well for him. And now HD's going to fall back behind LRS and SP. So now Dude Chef is second. It's SP third, LRS fourth, and HD in fifth.
Yeah.
Under 20 laps to go.
LRS got that lap back, and he fixed his truck, and he's back solid again, like we said, in the top 6.
What a night for these guys. This has been a great race. Super unfortunate ending for the 21 team as he was looking very strong. Probably the only guy that even had a shot at trying to battle the 10 truck.
I believe so. I think it was, between the 21 and the 99 maybe to do that. And maybe if SP got up there, he can maybe do something with him too. But like you said, High Road was, I think, the only one that could hang with the 10 tire track for tire track.
Indeed. Now, we do still have one more stop, so we haven't seen any pit road miscues or issues except for High Road. So, can't say that it's not going to happen, but the chance is still alive for a huge mistake with this last pit stop coming in.
We've seen a couple trucks come in, get a little squirrely, one spin out, and another one coming out and getting into traffic. So anything can happen, and this speeding penalties will definitely kill your night if one happens now.
Yeah, because they're going to be pitting. I mean, honestly, they can pit any time they want at this point. They're under about almost 15 to go with 10 laps of fuel left in SP's view. So, but realistically, they can pit whenever they want. Most likely, we're going to see probably a gas and go. Even with tire wears, the tire wear is going to hold up. You won't blow a tire in the amount of laps that you have, even with 3 times wear. But fuel, you have to pit one more time. It's just a matter of when.
Correct. And the 10 right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, all Dusty. He's in cruise control right now. He's just trying to hit all his marks, not make any mistakes, stay off the apron. Do keep pace, not make any mistakes. Definitely, make sure he doesn't speed and try to close this thing out.
I'm trying to wonder. Seems like Dude Chef either made up a little time or Dusty's trying to save a little. Which I mean, obviously you can't save, but
Sure, you can't.
I think Dude Chef's made a little time on him.
He has, and I think Dusty's just trying not to mess up. He doesn't. He's making sure he's staying off the apron, doing all the correct things, so he won't make any mistakes. And looks like there's a truck on pit road. It may be LRS
Yep.
or SP.
LRS is the first one to dip out on the second round and the final round of stops. If any time is now, this is your money stop. Because how much more fresher tires do you want to have? If you stay out, you're going to have older tires. If you come in now, like they are, you're going to have fresher tires for the last bit of this.
It looks like we're going to see pit road getting very busy now because Dude Chef has hit pit road and looks like he did have the correct speed there. So it looks like he's good to go. So we'll see how long he's in here and see if he can make up any time.
Yeah, I mean, he came in before the leaders, so this might be a good stop for him. LRS, I'm concerned about because, I mean, obviously he came in before anybody else did, so,
He did.
and he's right there with the leaders.
He is, and he has hit the track. He's coming out of 1 now, so he is out of the pits.
And I said the pits were open at any point, but now the leaders have hit it.
Yep.
Now you're going to follow.
Exactly, and SP's in now. He's getting service to his number 2 truck, and he is actually coming out of the pit road, and he is coming out, getting ready to go on the backstretch.
Right, here comes LRS. He's going to probably bypass SP right there, but he's not going to bypass Dude Chef.
Yeah, it looks like they're all coming to pit road.
Question is, where is
Last chance
Dusty?
is,
Dusty's still on track.
Dusty is on pit road. Dusty,
Okay.
he is pitting now. Let's see, and he has officially his pit stall there. Let's see what he's getting ready to do to this 10 truck.
Flash pitting as well. It's going to be all about where the blend is for this 10 truck.
Correct, and let's see what he did. And he's getting ready to hit the track now.
All right,
He's
get
off
up to
and going.
speed. There's the 99 coming into play right there. Pretty sure of it. Yep, it is. He does blend out right in front of him by a good margin.
Yeah. I think it's a little closer than it was before.
It looks like it's about maybe the same.
Yeah. Looks like about 8-9 car lengths there. Let's see if he can catch him. There is, a slower car in front of the 10. We'll see if that holds him up there.
Looks like that is going to be Yeti, who last time kind of got in the way of the leader. It didn't really affect him too much, but
Yeah, so you never know there what's going to happen. If it depends where he catches him on the track. If he catches him in a corner, that's going to make Dude Chef catch up with him. If he catches him on straightaway, it'll even out. So we'll see where the 10 truck passes him. Looks like he just dips down low, and the 10 did go around. That was
probably going to be a speeding penalty for the 3 truck because he dipped out last second.
Yeah, that
carried
was
too much
almost
speed.
bad for our leader.
That was catastrophic. It would have been the first time Dusty got caught up in a wreck as leader as it happened last week.
Yeah, and it looks like from that, Dude Chef may gain a couple truck lengths on him there from that right there. But it looks like now, though, the track is clean for Dusty for
5 to go now. This is it.
This is it. This is showtime, and it looks like Dude Chef is barely gaining, but I don't know if he's got enough, though. The 10 will need to slip up here.
And he's going to have to if he has any chance if Dude Chef has any chance of winning. He's going to have to hope this 10 truck slips up and it makes a mistake, which he has not done the second half of this race.
Yeah, and the 10 has the last of the field tonight, him with the 21, but the 21 had that speeding penalty, which tossed him out the window. So Dude Chef saw that as an opening, and he's just trying to chase him down, driving it hard into three.
If Dude Chef can hang
He
on
is-
these last few laps, it's going to be win number 4 on the season, or not on the season, but of his career in the Truck Series.
And he's trying to only do, and I think he's catching them, but it's not by a lot. It's not enough. He'll have to have a lot more laps left than what he's got left now.
Coming down, this is going to be 2 laps to go right here. 2 to go for
Two
this
to
10
go
truck.
from the Monster Mile.
This is good. Dusty had pressure all race long. I know he's going to be a sigh of relief probably here in his interview, but he's definitely had pressure. But this is the least amount of worry I think he's been all night long.
I think so. You're right. He's just trying to hit all his marks right now. Coming out of 4.
White
and the
flag.
white flag is in the air as they wave it one last time here at Dover.
1 lap to go for the man in charge out in front. Mr. Dusty has been a top-notch driver for the second half of this race, out in front all night long, have been
And
dominating.
guess what? He was your first stage winner and second stage winner. Looks like he's going to sweep it.
And coming off turn 4, he does just that. Win number 16 of his career goes here at the Monster Mile in the UTR Truck Series.
And Dude Chef with a solid second place finish.
And LRS comes up P3, so
I told you, did I
Way
tell
to
you? That
go.
was one of my picks. He come back from that wreck, and he just had to collect himself, I think, after that and going a lap down and got the wave around, and he picked them off one by one, and he was there at the end. Solid top 3 for LRS tonight.
that's awesome for him after so much redemption that it took in stride to get that truck back inside the top 3. Unfortunately
I
for
agree.
High Road, it's going to push him outside of the top 10. Unfortunate ending
Yeah.
for him.
It was. I mean, he was a top 3 car all night, and like I said, when he got in that little mix up there and hit the outside wall and went back down the 5th, it just seemed like his truck wasn't the same sense. And then I think he tried to make up some time there on pit road, and then just got busted. It didn't work out for him.
Indeed it did, and did not work out. Well, guys, we'll be right back. We're going to go get our top 3, 4 post-race interviews. Stay right here at UTR Live if you want to hear the best of the best in the booth. All right, guys, welcome on back for post-race interviews. Thank y'all for a enjoyable race. That was one hell of a showdown all night long from start to end. A lot of chaos, which I loved, but in the end, Dusty comes off the winner here tonight, and Jason is down on victory lane with our winner.
Congratulations, Dusty. How was that truck tonight, buddy?
I'd say it's pretty good, but
Yeah,
yeah, pretty good.
yeah, I'd say it was pretty good. You swept the stages there, and looks like you had a tight battle there through the first half of the race with the 21 truck. Tell me a little bit more how you. It looks like in the beginning there, you came in a little early and you closed the gap so tightly, and then got around them. Tell me how you did that.
Yeah, uh, very unfortunate for High Road. He was up there. But I wish he would have been there that last stop, see how it would have played out. But yeah, I guess just luck of the draw again. Um, Not messing up my pit stop. I
Yep,
did that a lot last season, but I've cleaned it up a lot too. So
nice.
glad
Yeah, you
glad I
did a
didn't
good
make no
job there.
mistakes tonight.
No, you didn't. You kept it out front clean, and I did see, you did very well in choosing inside, outside. It looks like High Road chose the outside a lot, and it slipped him back some, and so it looks like you made the right choices there too.
Oh yeah, and it goes out a lot to being in first because you get to control both sides, and that outside road is just you're asking to get uh, past.
Yeah, that wall comes up pretty quickly there on turn two, but congratulations on the win, man. That was very nice to watch, and how you handled and chased him down there and stayed in the tire tracks 21 and got around him. And yeah, it looks like it was cruise control there the last 10 laps or so, not trying to make any mistakes. But congratulations on the win. I know it was a tough, hard track to fight, and you did it, man.
Yeah, thanks. And shout out to Dude Chef and LRS. Shout out to LRS because he came all the way back, all the way to top three. So, a good
He
job.
did.
And shout out to y'all too for streaming like always.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Yep,
Congratulations again.
thank you.
All right, that's going to take us to Mr. Second Place. I'm down here on pit row with Dude Chef, my bro. I did not expect you up here, man. You told me last week, not even maybe wasn't your best track.
Yeah, I mean it's just one of those rhythm tracks, and I guess I'm a rhythm kind of driver. Once I find a rhythm and I can make stuff happen. So
Hell
starting in the
yeah.
back, we were able to keep a fairly slow pace. Not slow, but a consistently decent pace, and was able to take that and work the draft a little bit and make some passes and get up to the front.
Yeah, and so we saw you all night long, like you said, working your way up from the back to the front, staying up front most of the race. Uh, Obviously, you knew that the 10 and the 21 had the fastest pace, but you were able to keep up with them here and there. But in the long runs, it seemed like that those two just pulled off and left you in the dust. Was there anything different that you were trying to do your truck all night long as far as the adjustments go? Was there anything that you tried to maybe get the extra jump or the extra boost need to stay up there and stay in contention with those two?
Yeah, I was trying to put the balance more onto the right rear because it always seemed like I don't know, probably about 45 laps into the run, I'd be burning a whole lot of right front. And then the car would start pushing, and I'd have to start diamonding and driving down through the corner exit, and you lose a lot of speed doing that. So I don't really know what I could have done. I think it's more of a driving issue, skill issue on not being able to get the balance to where I want it to be, but we're able to kind of make it work a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean, luck rolled out on your side with the late penalty by the 21 team, and you lucked out. And we saw that you pitted before the leaders on that last stop on the money stop right there, hoping that maybe you might gain a little bit of time. But once Dusty took his stop, it looked like they all kind of evened out once again. Not really much time gained or lost. Maybe a tenth or two gained right there towards the very end, but. Uh, what is that? What the game plan was? Is to you saw other people jumping and you tried to jump as well?
Yeah, I mean, it was like the last two or three stops that were green flag runs. I always noticed Dusty was pull off before me, and then he would always gain a lot more track time than I would get. So I was like, well, I'm gonna beat him to the punch this time, and I'm gonna pull in and grab my stuff and get going, and hopefully I can close the gap up to where I can put myself in a position to pass or block him for the win. So it just didn't seem to work out that way. I'm not really sure how, but you know, did my best. Nobody's ever accused me of being a great strategist. So
Hey, facts there, man. Well, with this second place, I mean, once again, great position for you with the points. It's going to help you out. And after these last couple weeks, you've done very well yourself. Heading off to this little tricky stretch of races that we've been through from Michigan to Bristol to now Dover. And next week, New Hampshire. I got to ask again with this tricky stretch, what's it like for New Hampshire? What can you expect from this 99 truck?
oh, I love New Hampshire. You can expect it up front most of the night, to be 100% honest. I don't get very cocky very often, but New Hampshire is hands down one of my favorite tracks. I've had it circled just like Dusty has Dover circled.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see you and you prove us right and maybe have that 99 victory lane for once we get to see you up on the winner's circle. I'd love to see that.
That would be an ideal.
All right, man. Well, any shouts, my friend, before we let you go?
Yeah, obviously shout out Dusty and shout out to High Road too. Pretty gutted for him. He had a really fast truck all night long. And shout out to HD, even though he was getting somebody else points tonight, still solid finish to him. That's a ThorSport teammate right there. And obviously shout out ThorSport. And we'll see if we can go get it done next week.
Awesome, man. Congrats on a second place, a very
Congratulations
strong
on
second
second.
place tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Jason, and that leaves down pit road with you and Mr. Where did he come from? LRS.
Mr. Luke, how's it going, my man?
I guess it's going pretty good now. It was not
Yeah,
going pretty good.
yay. Do some keys to the race in the beginning, and I always pick one that says, my top five, and you were my top five pick tonight. And man, I think you saw all of the track and probably every driver there. Um, and you just locked it up there. You got the free pass there, and you started picking them off and made you run all the way up to third, man. That's impressive. Tell me about your car in the beginning, and then what happened there toward the middle of the end, where what got you that flat down, and how bad was that car, and how did you fix it that quickly?
Yeah, well, in the first two stages, I actually felt pretty fast. I think I finished top five in both.
Yeah,
I qualified fourth. It was so hard to pass though, and I got into an accident with I think it was I don't know if it was Dusty. I think he hit the wall. And then I got into Garage God, and that kind of sent me back to like seventh place. And I just couldn't, you just can't pass here unless you want to do it
right.
aggressively. And
Yeah,
I
it's
do
tight.
not like, yeah, I do not like doing that. So it was just so hard to pass. And on that final restart, I think it was with like 40 something to go. I restarted 14th on the outside after I got the free pass. And I got all the way up to sixth place behind SP by the time we were on the backstretch from 14th. So I really don't know how that happened. Usually that happens when people crash, and
Right,
nobody crashed. So
right.
I stayed there and I pushed to the front. I mean, I feel really bad for High Road because I feel like I'm only finishing third tonight. I probably should have been fourth or fifth because he got that speeding penalty.
He did,
Sucks for him,
yeah.
yeah, because he had a really good race tonight. He's been on a hot streak actually.
He has,
So
yeah.
so I really wanted to see him do good. But shout out to Dusty. Obviously, he's been on the biggest tear recently. He's won so many races. He's hard to catch, and I'm scared to face him in the playoffs. But it's gonna be fun. And also, I need to about Dude Chef. He actually probably would have caught Dusty there at the end. But when we were all coming out of pit road, we were like merging onto the backstretch, and Jay and HD were trying to come into the pits, and Jay shot all the way from the inside grass
Yep.
up the track and hit Dude Chef, and that killed like 2 seconds worth of time. So I feel
Yep,
like he
that's
would have
what.
been there.
Yep, I was actually looking at that. I had my camera on that right there, and I saw the same thing. And I told Alex, I was like, that killed at least 3 seconds or so. And there at the end, I was watching him, and he was catching them a little by little, but the laps ran out um, for him to do that. But yeah, man, hell of a job there, man. From the carnage there that you were in and coming all the way back to get a top three, just never giving up and digging like you always do. I appreciate that.
Yeah, there were multiple times in this race I just wanted to leave. I think I was in
I bet so.
I think I was in every single crash that there was tonight.
Yeah,
Um,
you were in that big one there, and I saw you on the inside. I was like, "Oh my God, he's way behind." But you know, once you get the free pass, man, and you get four fresh tires and get your car fixed up, and get bunched backed up, and if you get a good spot there on the inside, like you said, you can just follow them around and pick them off one by one and stay, like you did, and you followed SP there for a while.
yeah, well, by the way, shout out to SP. Shout out to everyone who raced tonight. I know it wasn't really the cleanest race, but it was still fun. Um, everyone had a pretty decent time. Edge and Drake were not too happy with each other, so I'll have to look into that.
They figure that
But
out, yeah.
yeah, just a fun race. Thank you guys for broadcasting. Shout out to Alex for making the league. Shout out my teams. Yeah, nice day for everybody.
Yeah, man, I will say thank you for I picked you top five. Thank you for coming through with that. I'm 1 for 1 on that, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, and congratulations on doing this broadcast. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, man, we had a great time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was been an awesome race all around. I was thrilled to have you up in here in the booth. It was the first time for you. I think you've done it like once or twice before, but it's been a long time. So
Oh, it's been a couple of years, but yeah, I have
yeah,
fun doing it, man, and I think we have a good time, and it's great to see a race and all the strategies play out and penalties and wrecks and how people block and how it comes down to the fastest cars. So yeah, that's awesome. It was fun, man. I'll do it again.
I'm gonna say hopefully we'll see you
Appreciate you
around
having him.
maybe before the end of the season's up. We'll see you back up here in the booth at some point. Still plenty of
Oh, for
races
sure,
left.
man.
We still got about 4 races left in the playoff or in the regular season before we hit playoffs, and then that 10 race stretch to determine this season's champion. I know the guys are eager to get into the off season. I've already been hearing it, so that time is starting to set in already. But nonetheless, they're excited to get to the playoffs and start fresh and see who can come out victorious there and be champions. But from us here at UTR, it's been one hell of a night here in the truck series, one hot night here in Dover. Miles Monster claimed everybody, but Dusty takes home the trophy here in Dover and his career win number 16 of his endurance here at UTR. And until then, guys, be safe, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night here for the Cup Series, and then again Thursday night for the Xfinity Series. Until then, be safe out there. We'll see you around.
Awesome. You got it. Bye.